Hello guys, welcome to my channel.
Hello guys, welcome back. Today in this video we are going to learn a very exciting concept is how we can return a value from asynchronous functions like set timeout. Set timeout is a asynchronous function. So how we can get the return value from the asynchronous, or how we can use callback function with set timeout. Let's take an example. We have a function, for example, and that is get sum. Here I am passing two parameter num1 and num2, and in this function I am calling a function set timeout, that is asynchronous function, and here I am passing the function, and here I am just setting the value for this is after the 1 second this function should execute like this, and here I am trying to give the value num1 and num2 as a parameter, and then I calculate here sum like this s equal to num1 plus num2, and here we try to return a value like this. But how this value will be returned? If I put return here, you see this return is here, it is returning a value here, this value is coming here, then I am also returning this value, and I am calling this function here, for example, and I call this here and I pass here the value, so it will return a value here. It should return, I think so, but it would not run. You see, if I run it, so it is generating some kind of problem and some error. Now because these parameter is also not getting, so how we can put these? I say n1 equal to num1 where n2 equal to num2, so I can pass here num1 and num2 like this also, and here I am using n1 and n2 like this. You see these parameters are coming here and I am using here. Just save it and run it. Again same problem. Why? Because this is asynchronous method and we do not know when this function will stop execution. For that we have a one very good solution, that we just remove all these things. We remove the return also, and we have to remove the parameter from here also. We have the after the time period we have to pass here num1 num2 like this. These are the argument parameter that we have to pass, and we have to say num1 and num2. These two argument I am passing here, and these are coming here and I am passing here. Now returning s, and now we try to execute it right now, whether it is running or not. Again same problem. So what we do, just I need to call a callback function. I say function and I say result. Here I just put some message and I just display this information here, and I call this method outside of this like this, and here I am just giving a information as a result, and here I am calling this result as a callback like this. So I am passing it to argument, and I am passing as a function of callback, and this function will display result. Here I am passing this function result as a callback, and this function I am passing here also as a argument like this. Done. So these parameter I am passing here. Now I am just removing this one, and in place of return I will pass the result, and I say here that sum of two number is equal to plus, and I say s. Done. So we use the callback function, and if I try to execute it, you will see the answer. The sum of the two number is 68. So this is the way to get the result from the callback function, with the help of callback function from the asynchronous methods in JavaScript. So by using set timeout is a asynchronous method. So to get the result from this function, we have to pass a callback function as a argument to this set timeout, and this function will display the result when we get the output. So after completing the execution, the last line is to call the callback function, and this function result will display the result. Same we are doing here. If we change some value also, then the result will reflect also. So it is running perfectly, you see. So with the help of callback function and by using this kind of programming, we can get the result from the asynchronous function or from the set timeout function. So that's all in this video. Thank you for watching my video.